Hi Libra, this is Aqua Moonlight. Thank you so much for stopping by. So I am here to do your general reading. This is going to be for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. So we're going to go ahead and see what's coming in for you, Libra, in November 2020, what you need to know, what's coming towards you, what's the advice for you, just anything at all that needs to come up for you in the month of November. So let's go ahead and see. So this is, of course, a very general reading. It's not going to resonate with all of you. So please just take what resonates, take what fits with you. And if it doesn't resonate, then no big deal. It may not be for you. And also do keep in mind that this could be picking up on somebody who's around you or somebody who's close to you as well. Okay, so let's see here. So Spirit, what are the general overall messages for Libra? What's going on for Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising signs and the collective. What can they expect in November 2020? What is the overall energy for Libra? What's coming in for you, Libra? Okay, so let's see here. So what are the general messages for Libra in October going into November? We have the Ace of Cups, and it kind of flew out sideways here. We have the Justice in reverse at the bottom, which is actually your card, Libra. So I feel like with this Ace of Cups here, this is very much about, it could be a new love. It could be opening the heart here. This is just about some new start. Typically, I see the Ace of Cups, though, as like our own cup of self-love, where we begin within ourselves, emotional perspective here. And so I feel like with the Justice card to be in reverse, though, there has been a feeling here of maybe some of you coming out of a very unfair situation. You could have been treated unfairly. There could have been even... I am picking up too for some of you that this could have been maybe a disagreement with somebody here or falling out with somebody. And I feel like with this Ace of Cups, there's a feeling of wanting to establish something again, wanting to establish love again, even though I do feel like it's more about the self. It could be that there's a feeling of kind of, it's almost like a rebalancing or re-collaborating of the self here. And so some of you are going to be going through this in November, where you're really going to be coming out of any situation that has been unfair, any unjust situation here. You know, this might be even that you've been going through or you've been dealing with somebody who, again, really mistreated you, or you've been just in a situation that was very unfair. And it obviously took a toll on how you feel about yourself. It took a toll on your self-worth, your self-esteem. And I feel like you are really going to... because it kind of flew out sideways, which is why I feel that you're in the process of opening up. You're in the process here of opening your heart and opening there's just a feeling of opening in general to maybe something that has been at some point lost. And so you're either going to find a way back to that, or you're going through kind of a deeper healing of the heart for yourself here. So we have the Six of Cups reverse and the Eight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, so there's been a feeling of being trapped maybe with something in the past here. So with the Six of Cups reversed to show at the bottom too, I do think this is about releasing the past or releasing something that has been kind of shaping you from the past here. So let's go ahead and see what else. Any other messages for Libra in November? What's going on for Libras? Okay, and now we have the Page of Cups reversed. So yeah, I'm getting this feeling here of some form of wanting to maybe apologize. So this could be that this is about somebody who wants to apologize to you, or you just want to kind of open up in general to new love, to new experiences. But the fact that this kind of flew out sideways and then the Page of Cups reverse flew out in reverse, there's definitely a feeling of blocking the heart or struggling with the heart, struggling with maybe, again, reaching out. It could be for some of you. or somebody's struggling to reach out to you. Somebody's maybe struggling to just open up in general in a relationship. But I feel like it's going to be, there's a lot of stuff surrounding the heart here for you. There's a lot of stuff surrounding emotions. And I almost get too, there's some fear as well. So I'm also feeling too that there might be some fear surrounding opening up. There might be some fear surrounding vulnerability. And this might be because of your past or somebody's past here. So if you're dealing with somebody in love, or you yourself are having a hard time opening up to new experiences, maybe somebody in particular, I feel like it does have a lot of tie to the past here with that Justice card to be in reverse. But yeah, I'm getting too, though, that obviously to mend things, you know, to kind of bring something back into balance, it's going to require being open-hearted, and it's going to require being honest and vulnerable. And so this is maybe somebody's desire to apologize, or you want to kind of make something right. And I feel that it's being kind of resisted at the moment. And it could be because of that, you know, justice that has happened here, or that injustice. So let's see what else for Libra. Any other messages for Libra in November? Yeah, there's just a lot of stuff about self-love right now, which is really the prerequisite, you know, for being in a connection or even meeting somebody halfway. So anything else for Libra? We have shine your light, and we have embrace your power. So I feel that this is really about starting with the self, you know, with shine your light here too. There's this light coming out of the heart here, and also this one here too. It just gives me the feeling of finding power or finding strength in the vulnerability. And so a lot of you are going to want to really shine your light right now. You're really going to want to expand yourself after. It just feels like you're really picking yourself up after a difficult time, or you're really picking yourself up after some truths, and it's going to be a time of you mending your heart here. Anything else for Libra? Yes, we have faith, and we have imagine solutions. There's something about maintaining the faith here, or keeping the faith, and I feel with this imagine solutions in the Page of Cups reverse, that's why I feel there is something about wanting to kind of come into some form of peace. But some of you just really want to go off on your own path right now. Some of you really want to find, this kind of came through for Aries too, but some of you really want to find your heart. You know, you really want to find your creativity, maybe your passion, but it's coming from a very heart-centered place. And I feel that maybe you have lost faith, or maybe there has been a feeling of you kind of being on the verge of losing faith in something, maybe losing faith in yourself, or some of you do have to work on opening your heart a little bit more here. Anything else for Libra? What's going on for you in November? Yeah, exactly. So there's a heavy fear here. We have the Six of Wands reverse with the Five of Pentacles reverse and the Moon in reverse. So to me, this right here is really about having a lot of stuff that's keeping us held back, keeping us held down. And so again, if this is vice versa, it might be, because I am seeing we have the Four of Wands, the Emperor, the Lovers, the Ace of Wands all in reverse here. So take it how it resonates with you. But I do think that somebody here is having a lot of fear about opening up, about opening the heart here. And it's coming from more of a place of fear, though. It's not really coming from a manipulative place. And so I feel the Five of Pentacles is really hitting rock bottom. And there's something about like this woman too, who's laying on the ground, and we have this embrace your power. It's like there's a feeling here of being knocked down or being kicked down with the Six of Wands to be in reverse, and feeling like something has been too much to kind of climb out of. And so for some, this is you going through maybe a very difficult situation. It could be something involving that Justice reverse. You've been through a contract, a karmic contract. You've been going through a lot of karmic debt, maybe a divorce, things like that. And it's like you really are releasing a lot of that. You're really releasing a lot of your fear surrounding maybe being rejected. You're really in the process of releasing fear surrounding your wounds that have been rooted in you feeling kind of like there's just something surrounding you being maybe too vulnerable in the past, or people have taken advantage of that. And I feel this is time for you to embrace your power within yourself and to have faith in your heart, okay, is what I'm getting. So you may be in this situation where you're climbing out of maintaining gaining your confidence back, really getting yourself back into who you are, is what I'm getting. And so for some, this month of November is going to be a time for you to do this, to really confront maybe some feminine energy too, with the cups are coming through here. Confronting your feminine, something about that side of you, or something about your emotions, something about where you have been feeling taken advantage of, is what I'm getting for some. And then again, for others, you may have somebody here who may want to really reach out to you. This person may really want to make amends, especially if there has been a situation of a falling out before. And this person really lacks a lot of confidence right now. They lack a lot of, the shadow work wanted to fly out here. So there's definitely some shadow work going on. But this person may lack a lot of confidence. They may lack a lot of feelings of not wanting to be rejected. And it might even be that they have hurt you in the past, and it's actually come from this place. It's come from a place where they have not felt in their power. Because I'm almost getting like an irrational fear of being let down, or an irrational fear of being rejected here for somebody. So anything else for Libra? What are the messages for Libra in November? Any messages for Libra in November? Compassion, see? Wow, we have Spirit of Cupid and we have compassion. So this is really all centered around emotions, centered around love. So, yeah, speak your truth. So I feel like intuitively for a lot of you, this might be about somebody in your life, okay? Or it could be, it's like two different groups here, or this is just about you. But either way, there's a feeling of really wanting to, it's like wanting to, it's like wanting to open up, or wanting to accept love, or wanting to find love. And I feel that it's come after a lot of this here. So this is kind of similar to Aries in a way. So maybe some of you have that in your chart as well. But see, with this compassion, the Ace of Cups, Page of Cups, the Spirit of Cupid, this does feel with the Cupid here that this is about love, but it could just be about you finding the right partner, finding the right person. And you are working through really speaking the truth, speaking from your heart, speaking maybe your, speaking compassionately here after going through a heavy situation in the past, and having to really release these or purge these shadows within you that have made you feel maybe that you've been keeping these walls up, or you've been keeping maybe even a feeling of not trusting anyone, or not trusting in love, that sort of thing here. Or you have someone that you're dealing with that really wants to, they really want to accept your love, or they really want to accept love in general, and they have a hard time speaking their truth. They have a hard time just telling it like it is from the heart. Somebody very blocked emotionally here. Any other messages for Libra? So basically November, though, either way, is going to be a really good time to look at the heart, to look at your emotions, your feminine side especially, and just anything to do with compassion and love and vulnerability, where you have maybe been feeling that you have not been able to accept love, or where have you been overgiving, that sort of thing here. Anything else for Libra in November? Yeah, mindfulness here. So we have watermelon, mindfulness. We do have reconciled differences here, another blue. We have saving grace. Yeah, there's something about, and then we have tincture, find the cure, and we have passions and sex, burgundy. So with this mindful card, it really gives me the same kind of feeling here as this. It's like being mindful of your heart, being mindful of your emotions, being mindful of the way that you speak compassionately. And I do think with this reconciled differences here too, find the cure. It's like there's something that needs to be cured. There's something that needs to be mended here. And if it's not your own heart, if it's not your own situations, then it is a connection with somebody here. And I feel that you both may want to come back together. You both may want to reconcile your differences. And it's going to require you both really putting your heart on the line here, especially one person, I feel, who's maybe a little bit more closed off than the other. And to set aside the fear, to set aside it's like with that mindfulness card, this is when we feel calm, we feel collected, we feel able to speak our truth from the heart. But when we're not grounded, when we're not mindful, maybe we feel that we're either acting in ways that are a little bit too harsh, or we're not really it's like we're not really feeling. Like I'm getting something about allowing the feelings to go through, allowing feelings to touch you. If you block that out, then you don't feel it. You don't allow yourself to feel love. And I feel somebody's been doing that or going through that here. So what's coming in for Libra? But since we have this passions and sex here, I do think that there is something here involving passion, involving the situation here. So what's coming in for Libra? Yeah, the Queen of Wands in reverse, and the Two of Wands in reverse, and we have the King of Swords. So this could be Libra, it could be you. I'm also seeing a fire sign involved, specifically Aries. That could be why it resonates with the Aries reading. We have the Emperor here in reverse. So typically to me, the Emperor is a masculine energy. But I feel the same kind of feeling here. There's like a feeling with that Queen of Wands reverse of not really stepping into the full power. Okay? So if this is you, Libra, then you are being asked to really know, kind of like I've been saying, really know yourself inside and out, but to also not kind of dim your light, or to not dim your emotions or your vulnerability. Because I feel like this really starts with your compassion. It starts with who you are as a person, but it also starts with using that to your advantage, like in a good way, like using your gifts of compassion, or using your gifts of being, maybe some of you are even a light worker. I see the strength card here. There's like a lot of strength coming from within. There's a lot of strength that starts within vulnerability, because that's actually what the strength card is about. For this woman here to face the lion, we have to really have that courage from within. And so there's a lot of feelings of really wanting to embrace that here, but maybe there's a feeling of not seeing entirely how much you're worth. And okay, and I'm also getting, see, here we go, admit your vulnerabilities. So there's something about admitting vulnerability. So you may need to admit your own vulnerabilities. You may need to find the cure within yourself, and to really lift your vibration, raise your vibration, and move into your path here confidently, because you have so much of that power at your disposal here. And never, give that up for anybody, or never allow yourself to be like not believing in that just because somebody didn't appreciate it before. Okay, and then for others of you, somebody here may want to really make a choice about you. They may want to come towards you here, but they feel very maybe intimidated by you. They feel there's something very gentle, there's something very loving about this energy, and that's why I feel somebody's very blocked though with that. So they may feel you to be somebody who you intimidate them because of your openness, or this person's struggling to find the way to communicate here to you, to be vulnerable. So what for Libra? What else? What's coming in for you, Libra? Okay, yeah, we have engage higher reasoning. We have make no judgments, which is really a very Libra Librian thing. We have begin to explore, and we have live your soul, not a role. Yeah, and this one came through for Capricorn. I do remember that too. So yeah, I mean, I feel like with this here too, engage higher reasoning. This is a time for you to really engage a higher reasoning to why it's like there's a feeling of you engaging higher reasoning to why certain things are happening for you. But with this make no judgments card, reconcile differences, there is a feeling of coming to some form of reconcile of a difference, or reconciling differences that you've been through. And for some, I am hearing that this is just about your past. This is just about where you've come from in love, and what types of things have kind of made you feel less than, and you're kind of working through that. You're engaging a higher reasoning to this, and not judging yourself, not judging others, but kind of just reconciling the whole thing, even if you're not talking to somebody directly, you know. Because I feel like with this here, begin to explore and live your soul, this is about stepping outside the box. And so for most of you, I feel like that's kind of what it is. You're going to be going through a time in November where you really are going to shine who you really are. And that's what I feel with this first card that came up, the Ace of Cups, kind of sideways, but you have felt it to be difficult to do that. You've had a hard time doing that because of this past, or because of things that you've felt difficult to be yourself, and difficult to be your true self. And so you're kind of going to be stepping into a very high vibration in November, to where you know your power, you know your worth. But it's more than that, because you're actually going to be exploring a new avenue within yourself, starting within your center, starting within your heart, which is going to actually set you up to find the cure, to find, you know, find your, I'm just getting finding yourself, finding your strength. So you have a lot of power right now, but it's not power in terms of like power like that, or power struggle. It's power in a soft way. Anything else for Libra? Yeah, I kind of feel for some of you that you have people here, or maybe somebody specific, who maybe doesn't want to see you successful, or you have somebody who has, and that could be the Justice card reverse. It's like somebody's been, I don't know why I keep getting that, like somebody's trying to hold you back, or somebody's trying to dull your shine here. And maybe you realize that, or maybe you don't, or maybe you're going to realize that. And it's actually been a part of why you've been feeling maybe that you can't be in your true power. And I think that you're kind of on the way to climbing this ladder, but you keep being pulled down, or somebody's trying to pull you down. Maybe it's in the astral, maybe it's 5D, or maybe it's actually going on now. But there has been some unfairness here, to where somebody may want to kind of do that to you, or maybe it's a group of people, and you are wanting again to kind of find the strength to not let that affect you, or not let that kind of tear you down here. Because I'm just getting a very high vibration, like you have so much light in you, but because of that, you may attract somebody or other people in general who kind of take advantage of that here. Anything else for Libra? What's coming in for you, Libra? What's coming in for Libra? So something is happening around the winter solstice, which I don't know the exact date of, so you have to look that up. But something in the winter solstice is happening here. We have energy cleansing. We have success is yours. And we have here more to be revealed. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I feel like there's a lot of success coming in for you. You're going on the path of success. You're really attracting success in your life here. But I feel like with this, energy cleansing, this is very much tied to this Ace of Cups here too. It's like there's water that's rushing over you, or water that's cleansing you here. And something about the winter solstice is going to be a pivotal moment for you. So we'll clarify what that is, because there's something more to be revealed, which makes sense because we're not in the winter solstice yet. So something is kind of pending here. And I feel like that's what the Two of Wands in reverse is indicating here too. See, there's confusion about something. Maybe it's confusion about accepting an offer from somebody. Maybe it's confusion about whether or not to move towards a specific person, or vice versa. What's happening in the winter? solstice. Wow, so we have happy outcome. So there's a happy outcome. Yeah, we have happy outcome here, and we have relationship improvements, and we have weighing options. So some of you are going to have a happy outcome here in around the winter time, maybe December-ish, or it could be any time, but I feel that this hasn't happened yet though. And I'm getting that this is going to be a decision here with the weighing options. So you may have to make a decision, or again, somebody with the Two of Wands reversed, whether it's you or somebody else, is trying to make a decision right now about this connection, or about what is the happy outcome here, what is going to be the happy outcome. So it kind of started with the Ace of Cups, the Page of Cups. And so for one group of you, you are going to have to make a choice around the winter time on maybe what you want in love, what if you want to maybe pursue somebody, if you want to accept something from somebody here. And I do think for most it's going to be a happy outcome. So you're finding your happiness, you're finding your cure, you're finding your path here, and you will have an experience, you will experience a relationship improvement. And it's something that you've been on the fence about though. So it's something that you've been kind of back and forth with, or you have not been sure if you should open up here. Or this even could be, I'm hearing too, it could be a brand new love for you, and you've recently gotten separated, or you've recently gone through a divorce or something, and you have somebody new coming in that you feel very hesitant to open up to this person because of what you've been through. You feel very blocked, but I feel like you're going to be making the choice to actually pursue it, because you're going to see that it is part of your growth, and it's part of your path here. Okay. And so you're going to be having a happy outcome in the winter time to really just be both successful, and also successful in love, successful in finding a partner, or somebody who is going to allow you to be vulnerable, your vulnerable self. And for another group of you, this is about somebody specific that you have maybe been in separation from them, maybe you've been in no contact with them, or maybe you're just both kind of, or maybe this person's a little bit blocked towards you at the moment. And what's happening is that I feel there's also some money issues here going on too. So this person may have had a lot of issues around their finances, or maybe they're very focused on that. And so if that resonates with you, again, they may feel a little bit intimidated by you, by the connection. And I feel that they are actually going to be opening their heart in the winter time to you, because it's been something that they've been struggling with. It's been very difficult for them to be vulnerable, and they're kind of going through a cleansing right now. They want to reconcile these differences with you, because they want to see the power or the strength in their vulnerability, but they've had a hard time doing that. And they may come through to you here in the winter. But at the moment, it's not time yet for some reason, because I don't know, because it's just not the right time, or because they don't feel, I mean, the Five of Pentacles, the moon here, they have not felt enough, or they have not felt like it's the right time. And so there's going to be ultimately a happy outcome here in the winter for those of you who may resonate with that part. So one of those two kind of groups here is what I'm getting. So any other messages for Libra? And I keep seeing new career, because I saw something else from the other deck. So some of you are going into a new career path. And maybe this is somebody that you have a career and, a love connection with. Or you are just deciding to kind of pursue your career. But it feels like love is involved here, though, somehow. So any other messages for Libra? Any other messages for Libra? Yep, see, we have decisions here. So there's definitely a choice to be made. We already have weighing options. But I don't think, for some of you, this decision's already on the line. And for others of you, it's not. It's going to come in when you don't expect it here. We have look for a sign. So pay attention to the signs. Pay attention to the synchronicities right now. Whoops, move my camera. It's going to be important to pay attention to that. We have courage. Yeah, so we have courage. We have the strength card. We have something else about that too. Have faith. So lots of, and the Six of Wands reversed. For some reason, there's no courage at the moment, or somebody here doesn't feel like they have the courage, whether this is you or somebody else. Okay, so we have keep the faith again. So there's definitely a feeling here of having to really keep the faith. Some of you are going through a process here where you have to stay positive here. And then we have, yes, listen to your intuition. So really listen to your intuition right now. Okay. So let's get some of these tea leaf cards to close up the reading. But I would definitely say by the winter months where I am, so December-ish, or whenever the solstice is, from that time on, some of you are going to have a choice come in, and it's going to be a happy outcome. And I do think it's about connection and career, possibly both. So any other final messages? What's coming in for Libras? Okay, that's way too many. What's coming in for Libra? Yeah, we have doing something risky, taking a chance. So there's something that's going to be a chance, but I'm saying it's a good chance. It's a good risk. I mean, it could be that it could even be that there's two different paths, you know, with that Queen of Wands and the Two of Wands reverse. But one, it's like in order to have success, in order to actually do this, there's something about having to have the courage. So somebody here or you may be doing something actually pretty risky, whatever that is. Maybe you're moving, maybe you are doing something outside the box here, but it's actually going to pay off for you because this risk is going to pay off for most of you, because I'm seeing here we have that weighing options. So this is going to be something of taking a chance, taking a risk that is going to be very much authentic to you, very much authentic to what you want or what somebody here wants, okay? We have, yeah, we have increase in spiritual wealth or, increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. We have gong, an exciting event. And we have pleasure with a close friend. Yeah. So there's going to be some pleasure with a close friend. Maybe you already know this person, or this is going to be somebody new. And it's going to come with a lot of excitement, an exciting event. It even could be that there's like an event coming up. Maybe it's some form of, I don't know, some form of event here, or there's just something official happening, and that's where you're going to either meet this person, or that's when you're going to come together. And we have a fair woman. So there's a fair woman involved. If you are, I mean, could be you if you're blonde, but it doesn't have to be necessarily. Let's see what this fair woman's about. Yes, we have you are on the road to success, the mountain road. It could be that there's a fair woman who's going to be helping the situation here. You will be playing a different role. Yeah, there's something like there's a change here happening, and it's going to be a very different role, but a like a risky role, but an exciting role. So any final messages for Libra? So I kind of feel for some of you, we have the younger woman now at the bottom, and we also have scissors, which says disappointment in some affair, and a stubborn, aggressive person. So I feel like there could be another person involved in this. And for some, I'm feeling like with this doing something risky, it might involve having to maybe leave behind something else. So I don't know who's who here, but you know, don't worry about the hair color or anything. I just feel like there's something about doing something risky, but it's going to require maybe having to cut off somebody who's very stubborn, very aggressive, maybe. Maybe there's just somebody involved here who's really not, you know, they're not allowing this to grow or something like that. Let's get the final card here. Yeah, this card came through for Capricorn. So if you're dealing with a Capricorn, this could be very similar. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. But I don't feel like this. I feel like for most of you, you know, you are going to be the one ending up in a happy situation. So if you have to reject somebody, then you know that you have to do that. That's up to you. And that's going to be something that you're going to make that call in maybe the winter months or in the next few months here. And it's going to be part of you going on that path towards your happiness. And you may have to, like, somebody may try to, like, somebody's very aggressive here, or somebody may try to tell you that they want to do things their way. but you want to go towards maybe somebody else, because I am seeing a friend here involved too. So for most, this is, you're moving towards your happy outcome here either way, but you may have to make a choice, or there's another person in the middle of this whole thing that has to be cut out somehow. Okay. So I hope that this could help you, Libra. Thank you so much for tuning in. I wish you all the best. Have a great month, and I'll talk to you next time. Much love.